Hey guys, I'm MUT Gamer back here from the video, guys. Today we got some information about Rookie Premier. We got some information about Madden 20. Let's get right into it, guys. If you enjoyed the video anytime, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, Patreon, link down below. Guys, let's get started right away. So, hey Madden community, Agent K here. Wow. Welcome back to another installment of Madden's 20 Gridiron Notes. For those who are new to the Gridiron Notes is where you keep up to date with the latest Madden 20 news. Our goal is to provide you blah blah blah. Let's get right into it. From the developers, our goal for this stretch was to help further the effort of the gameplay team's Superstar and Superstar X abilities and to truly make players, even if they don't have abilities, feel different from other ones. To begin this process, we laid out a set of individual goals. To start, we divided players into tier based on the on-game performance. The tiers, which was a bit rougher than truly defined, were as followed. Elite to near elite, quality starters, low-level starters, backups, and low-level backups. So obviously these are the different rankings depending on how good a player is, and depending on what level they're on or tier they're on, will depend on how good they do and how good they affect the game. By increasing the ratings of elite or near elite players and decreasing the rating of everyone else, the stars begin to stand out even more than they ever did before. We went through every single attribute in the game and stretched them by position. For example, Madden 19, there was 53 corners with 80 or better man coverage. There are 42 in Madden 20. We raised the ceiling for some of those ratings to further the gap between the elite and the rest. So what that really honestly sounds like is they're trying to make it so that certain cards later in the year or early in the year go for more money or more coins, so that you are more apt to spend money on packs to get these certain cards. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. You guys tell me down below. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. Obviously, they're trying to spin the angle of we're trying to make it, different. Like, that is this Julio Jones and a Sammy Watkins are completely different, atmospheres. That's what they're trying to say, but kind of sounds like they're trying to make it so that later in the year, there's a reason to spend money on the game. Nonetheless, I digress from that. Next, we redefine what is considered starter quality, which is probably the biggest change in this system. Madden 19, 54% of roughly 2,900 players, including free agents, were 70 or better. In Madden 20, 41% are 70 or better. Okay, which means that both low-level starters and depth charts can be rated in the 60s or even the 50s. From gameplay perspective, this creates a drastic drop-off from starter to backup. This solves a big issue. In previous Maddens, backups were almost plug-and-play. Okay. I see what it's just saying. The point of Ultimate Team, and what really ticks people off about Ultimate Team, is we don't want to just play with legends. Okay? The facts are the facts. Yes, the legends will get the best overall cards. You start the year off with the best overall cards being legends. Okay? Ultimate legends usually are the best overall cards when they do come out. That's great. That's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love that fact. I love to play with legends. But I don't want to be forced. And I feel like every single year we play the same game where we're forced to play with legends. I don't want to be forced to play with legends. I want to be able to use a backup quarterback or backup running back that I can actually utilize on my squad. I want to build the team I want to build. And by what they're saying here, and I hope I am incorrect here. Comment down below if I'm incorrect. Theme teams are going to be obsolete if a lot of these cards where, as they say, backups shouldn't be plug and play because they are a bad player and they shouldn't be able to come in the game and do good, while because you should have the elite of the elite players out there. theme teams are obsolete then, because some players in your theme team might be silvers or golds, and last year they were okay. They played okay. They weren't the worst. They would get the job done. This year it seems like they're trying to make that so that's obsolete, or you can't do that. So, a gameplay perspective, this creates a drastic drop off from starter to backup. Like what I said, this solves a big issue in previous Madden backs to plug and play. Now struggle with severe drop-offs in ratings. Starters will have a distinct feel, while you struggle more with the replacements. Another thing I want to talk about is that sometimes in the NFL, backups, as they are calling them, or players that aren't starters, they sometimes aren't bad players. The reason why they have low overalls and they're not the starters is because they haven't been given the chance. If we go back to Tom Brady, late round draft pick, best quarterback to ever play the game. Antonio Brown, what was he, a 6th round draft pick? Arguably right now, or last year, in the last couple of years, the best receiver to play the game. Richard Sherman, not now, but back in the day, one of the best corners to ever play the game, and he was a, 4th, 5th round draft pick. The point is, going into this year, going into Madden, some of these players are going to have bad overall ratings. I get what they're trying to say, is that starting off, they're going to have these low overall ratings, and they're going to be impossible to use. And yes, these cards might get better cards throughout the year, and that's awesome. But if a certain player doesn't get a overall boost or upgrade throughout the year, you're kind of making it to a point where it's like, you can't even use the guy. Because he's not even going to be usable because he's a backup. I don't like that. Personally, I just don't like that. You can tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, what you think. Furthermore, we slightly tweaked the overall formulas for every player. Okay, so we already talked about this in the previous video, but pretty much what this means is that, as you see right here, every single quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and this actually really is prominent in the beta, depending on what kind of player you are, if you're a field general, if you're a mobile quarterback, if you're West Coast, stuff like that, you will really, your overall is based on that. You're not based on a 0 to 99 scale. You're based on whatever you're the best at, how good are you at that position, at that certain thing. That's what you're based on. Anyway, so, with all the alterations in place, here's the difference between Madden 19 and Madden 20. 95 plus overalls is going to be 22 to 25. 90 plus is 78 to 72. And I'm guessing what this means is they're talking about regular rosters. They're not talking about Ultimate Team. Keep that in mind. So this will apply to Ultimate Team. It will come over to Ultimate Team, obviously, when Ultimate Team does release, and it's one game as a whole. Keep that in mind. It's one game as a whole. It will come over to Ultimate Team, nonetheless. Starting off, this is just the rosters. I should have phrased that in the beginning of this video. This is not Ultimate Team and rosters. It's just the rosters and how the game's going to play. This is the gameplay model of the game. So, as you guys can assume, Ultimate Team is the same game. It's going to come over to Ultimate Team and be the same model. But this, of course, is regular roster. So, huge shout out to both Andre, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Questions. Okay, so they're asking if you have any questions. So what we do have, though, is Rookie Premier. Now, what we have information on Rookie Premier, guys, is that... Make sure this is the right picture. I'm going to go ahead and put a picture up on the screen. Kralo went ahead and said on, I believe this was Reddit, that last year the Rookie Premier players was auctionable and tradable, but that was actually a mistake. They were not supposed to be auctionable and tradable, and because he actually left the office because of medical leave, that is why they were auctionable and tradable. So, this year, Rookie Premier players will not be auctionable and tradable. You can see it on the screen right here, the exact statement from Kralo. It does suck because, making them auctionable and tradable means that you could actually do more sets because you actually get some coins back. But this year, they're not going to be auctionable and tradable. That was a mistake last year. It was actually supposed to be NAT last year, and it's going to be NAT this year, which does kind of suck, but it's whatever. And just confirming that in the article, EA does say right here, NAT 99 overall. They're making sure you understand, there's no confusion. It is NAT. A total of 10 rookie premier players will be released, 5 on offense, 5 on defense. Here's a sneak peek of what's coming Monday. So yes, they're coming Monday, as I've been saying, and yes, it is an 18. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy this video. Make sure to like and subscribe button. See you guys next one. Peace out.